Hello, dear students. Let's see, given a regular expression, how to construct finite automata. In the previous videos, we saw how to find FA to RE. If finite automata is given using state elimination method, we saw how to find equivalent RE for a given FA. We will be doing reciprocal of that now. Given a regular expression, how to construct finite automata. Now many students find this topic quite difficult because number of times we are given very big regular expression and we have to build finite automata for that regular expression. Let us say some simple regular expressions are given. Let's say we are given regular expression as a closure. That's it. Now it is seen that this is 0 or more a's. That means in this language epsilon will be accepted because 0 or more is, so nothing will be accepted, then a, then double a, and so on. What will be fa for this finite automata? Now notice again, we have used the word finite automata, we have not used the word like dfa, deterministic finite automata, or nfa, non-deterministic finite automata. So we are free to construct either dfa or nfa with epsilon moves, but it should be finite automata. Now, what should be FA for this regular expression? It's very easy. I mean, there will be initial state Q0 and that itself will be final state and there will be loop on A. Now, you tell me, isn't this loop nothing but a closure? Exactly, this is 0 or more A's. And because in 0 or more A's, epsilon is also accepted, we have made initial state as final state. I hope you understand what I am talking about. Because if nothing is given to this particular automata, then this automata will stop in Q0 itself, consuming this epsilon. It will stop in Q0 and Q0 is the final state. So even epsilon is accepted. What if we are given another very simple regular expression? I am just telling you the complexity of this particular topic, and later on we will see how simple it is to construct a finite automata. Let's say we are given a regular expression like this, a star b, let's say. That means 0 or more a's followed by b. That means the string has to end with single b, and in the entire string there can be only one b. Now, what will be finite automata for this? We will have state Q0 and we will loop on A. This is clearly 0 or more A's, but followed by B. And we will put Q1 state as final state. So, any string which is given of the form 0 or more A's followed by B will reach the final state, isn't it? But so far so good. These are very simple regular expressions. What if? What if we are given a regular expression, let's say, as follows. Let me build some arbitrary regular expression. A star, okay, then B, B plus, let's say C. There is one more letter in our sigma, that is alphabet, B plus C star, followed by AB star, followed by C star. Now check this regular expression. This is so large. And how are you going to construct the FA for this is the subject. What we will do to construct FA, we will use some set of rules. We call it a theorem also sometimes. Now, just check what kind of procedure are we going to use for constructing regular expression. What I will do is I'll write two columns here, regular expression and finite automata. We have only three cases. Sorry for this handwriting. We have only three cases that you have to study. The first case is, what if the regular expression is of this form? You watch, a dot b. You know that this regular expression is going to accept only one string, that is ab, because the first letter is a, second letter is b. What will be the finite automata for this? Now you would say it is very easy. It's going to be q0, q0 should get a, and then q1, q1 should get b, and then q2 is the final state. You are absolutely right. This regular expression AB will be accepted by this finite automata where the first letter has to be A and second letter has to be B, which will lead us to final state. But actually, using a theorem, what we do is we first construct a finite automata only for A, only for A. Okay. Now this will clearly, you notice this will accept A. And then we construct a finite automata only for B, only for B. Now, in the regular expression, it is given that A dot B, it is concatenation of one part of the regular expression with second part of the regular expression. Now, these two FAs represent R equal to A, R equal to B, and we have to concatenate these two. Concatenate means we have to join these two. We have to join these two FAs, but when we join these two FAs, then there is no transition over here, and you cannot have a transition without a symbol. So we introduce epsilon over here. Just check. This is clearly initial state where A is read by the state, and the last state over here which I am now drawing is the final state. I have not named the states. You can q0, q1, q2, q3. Most of the time we will not name the states because states will be huge in this particular topic. Later on we can name the states as we want. Now you observe that if AB is given to this particular FA, it will read A, then epsilon will take us, or rather empty move will take us to the state where B can be read, and finally we will reach final state. What you try to understand is if we are given two regular expressions concatenated, let's say this is a regular expression. This is one regular expression concatenated with second regular expression. Okay. Now, how do you draw FA for this? What you do is you first draw a regular expression for R1. I'll mark this. This is R1. Please try to understand in between here, there can be lot of states in between. So this represents a very big FA you can think of for R1. And then we will construct FA for R2. This is FA for R2. This may contain many states, correct? And now we have got R1 concatenated with R2. So the last state of R1 is joined with first state of R2 or initial state of R2, and we label this with epsilon. Because the first state of R1 will become initial state and last state of R2 will become final state. So in our previous example that we were drawing, R1 was A and R2 was B. So we first have drawn FA for R1, then we have drawn FA for R2, and now this is R1, correct? And this is R2, which I am marking. Now both are joined with epsilon. Coming to the fact, is that when we were learning how to represent AB in the form, or rather A dot B in the form of FA, we saw that A was drawn, then B was drawn back to back, and then both were joined with epsilon, and this was the final state. The last state was the final state. But of course, I agree that this epsilon is an additional transition. So we can easily say AB can be drawn as A followed by B. This is AB, isn't it? This is this answer, and this is also the answer. What I am telling you, what I am teaching initially is the theorem. If we use set of rules, then this will be the FA created using those rules. First draw FA for A, then draw FA for B, and back to back join them so that you get concatenation. But while joining, you don't have any symbol to join. So use empty transition or epsilon transition. But ultimately, you can also draw the FA like this. Now, what's the other example? Suppose we have FA like this, A plus B, you observe. This is A or B, isn't it? So what you do is, you first draw FA for A. This will accept A. Then you draw FA for B. This will accept B. Now, I have drawn them one below the other because the regular expression states that it is either A or B. So I will add one more state and call this as initial state. But the problem is I don't have any symbol here on these arrows. And you can't have this in FA. You can't have a transition without a symbol. So we will use empty transition. This is clearly A or B, correct? And in our theorem, what we will do is, in our rules, what we will do is that the FA we create should have only one final state. Okay, actually we can make this final because this is A. We can make this final because this is B. So this will either accept A or either accept B and go to final state. But we need one final state, single final state. So we'll introduce a new state, final state, and this is where A is recognized and this is where B is recognized. We will join them to the final state with epsilon symbol. This is the FA you get if you follow the rules of A or B. But then you can easily understand anyway, if you start from the initial state, using this epsilon, that is blank transition, you can reach A, and using A, you can reach this particular final state. So ultimately, epsilon A epsilon is nothing but A. So you can actually draw this FA instead of using these rules. You can draw it as initial state can take us to final state directly using A, or initial state can take us to final state using B. Look at this and look at this. I mean, you will easily say that the bottom FA that is drawn is much more readable and it is easy to draw. But then why are we learning this? So complex. This is not complex. Please try to understand. If we want to automate this, if we want to write a software, a program, then we can't put our human intelligence, isn't it? Then our software or the tool will use set of rules and it will say, okay, A plus B, there are two parts. So it will first construct FA for first part, then FA for second part, and then it will say that there is a ORing between the twos. Then it will introduce a new initial and new final, and this is the FA that we will get. But in real life situation here, when we can think over this, this is the ultimate thing where this is also A or B. We can draw it like this also. Now finally, instead of drawing two arrows like this, we can write this as A comma B. As you know, A comma B can be read as, if this state gets A, then visit final, or if this state gets B, visit final. So this is A plus B. Okay, now the last thing. But that's all. Three rules you have to remember. Last thing is, suppose the regular expression is A star again. Now you know the ultimate FA for this, just discussed in the beginning of the lecture or video, was A repeated arbitrary number of times, zero or more times, and epsilon is also there in this language. So initial state itself is final state. That's it. This is the FA. But let's see what will our rules, set of rules, inform us how to draw this. First of all, draw FA for A because it is A star. Okay. And as it is A star, what you do is you have got A repeated number of times. So you put a loop here. That means one A, again a, again a, and so on. But then remember, you don't write A here, you write an epsilon transition. So that A is read, okay, we reach here. Then without reading anything, we go back here. And if there is a second A, we will again go to this state. And any number of A's can be then repeated. If you call this as initial state and this as final state, we will be wrong. Because look, there is something missing here. Yes, I hope you are making out. What's missing here? Which string will not be recognized by this FA? Remember, the given regular expression recognizes epsilon also. But this FA, if you call this as initial state, this FA will accept at least A. You notice this, if you call this as final state, this state as final state, then smallest string accepted will be A, but we need epsilon also. Then what we do is we add one more initial state, call this as initial state, and one more state after, call this as final state, and we make a jump directly from initial to final on epsilon. Let me draw this again so that neatly so that we can discuss it. We had R is equal to A star. First we have drawn FA for A, and we can have any number of A's, so we needed a loop. So we added epsilon transition. but we need single string which is still missing, which is empty string. In this language, even epsilon will be there, a will be there, which is okay, double a will be there, which can be taken by using a, then looping, then again using a, and any number of a's can be generated. But this epsilon is still missing. So what we do is we add an initial state and we add a final state, add a final state, and we directly jump from initial to final on epsilon. And of course, these transitions and the new transitions which are added do not have any symbol. So we will add blank or epsilon transitions over here. Now you tell me, can epsilon be accepted by this FA? Of course, from the initial, you can directly jump on epsilon to final. Can A be accepted? A, yes. From this state, initial state, you can go here on epsilon transition and then take that single A, and then using epsilon again, empty transition, you can go to final state. Similarly, double A also can be accepted due to this loop. So this is the way how you construct FA for A star. Okay. So what is the FA for A star? FA for A star is A repeated with epsilon. There is one more initial state here and final state here and an empty transition. Okay. This is A star and epsilon transitions added over here. Now you can improve on this. Now you just check that anyway using epsilon transition, you are moving here, right, to this state. You're moving here, correct? And then using a transition, you're moving to this state. So actually this empty transition is not really needed. So you could have drawn this as a repeated with epsilon, okay, a repeated with epsilon, and this itself is initial state, okay, and we can move to the final state here, final state on epsilon transition. Even this is okay as compared to this, because now this new FA will also accept empty string or accept 1A or multiple A's. Or how about one more improvement? This epsilon transition can be removed. And how about making the final state as this state itself and jumping on epsilon over here? This is also fantastic. This will also accept the same string. That means we can reduce once we have got our FA for using the rules, we can reduce it as follows. This is initial and final. From the initial, you can jump to the final using epsilon, or you can loop any number of times using epsilon. But tell me ultimately, what is the FA for A star? FA for A star is simply loop on A. But this is we can think about this. You know, our softwares which are supposed to build the FAs directly from the regular expressions can't think and make such decisions. They will go with some rules, if else statements, some rules. If it is closure, then I will perform these operations. That's how we can program, isn't it? So these are set of rules. When we visit next video, we will revise this first, and then tons of examples we can take to understand how to convert real REs into FAs. Thank you very much.